Hi rock stars, this is Miss Rogers here, and today I'm going to talk to you all about problem and solution. Now when thinking of problem and solution, there are a few things that I want you to know. Problem means something that goes wrong in the story, an obstacle that a character has to face. And solution is how that problem is fixed. It's important for you to understand problem and solution because it helps you better understand the story, and it also helps you retell a story. Today I am going to read Martha Blah Blah by Susan Meddaugh, and as I'm reading, I want you to listen to me as I identify the problem and the solution in the story. Martha was always a great communicator. Look, you can see when she's sad, happy, and mad. So yes, Martha is the dog. But when she ate alphabet soup, the letters went up to her brain instead of down to her stomach. And Martha spoke words. Isn't it time for my dinner? So as you can see, the alphabet soup is going up to her brain, and now she's talking. Martha loved letters. She loved words. At last, now I can say, I'm hungry, let's eat, make mine steak in, let me out, let me in, let me out, let me in. So Martha's family gave her a bowl of alphabet soup every day. Martha never missed a meal. Wow, I'm sure a lot of dogs wish they could talk. Having words opened up a world of possibilities for Martha. All the employees at the local Burger Boy knew her well. Welcome to Burger Boy, may I take your order? 10 plain burgers, no sauce, no buns. And the neighborhood dogs depended on her. Gus says he's sorry about the steak, but you know, dogs will be dogs. So it looks like Martha's able to do a lot now that she's able to talk. Of course, Martha couldn't help but notice how much her family enjoyed having a talking dog. How special they thought she was. What an amazing dog. Yes, she is. That's my dog. What breed is she? Look, a talking dog. Yeah, right. Great day for a run. Where's the stick? As of now, I don't see a problem. It seems like everything's going pretty well for everyone. There was someone else who loved letters as much as Martha. Alf Abot was the A man at Granny's Soup Company. He made all the A's that went into the alphabet soup. Alf loved his job, and he was good at it. He assumed he would always have it. So as you can see, there's Alf, and he's saying A-OK. Unfortunately, the new owner of Granny's Soup Company, Granny Flo, had other ideas. Granny Flo was looking at a portrait of the founder, Granny Elsie, when she made an important business decision. Why do we need all those letters? This is soup, not school. Now, if you look, there is Granny Flo. She's the new owner, and here's Granny Elsie, the founder. And if you look very closely, Granny Elsie had a promise. It said every letter and every can. But I think that Granny Flo might have a different plan. Oh, let's see. But she was really thinking fewer letters means bigger profits. So Granny Flo summoned her 26 alphabeticians and began to draw letters from a hat. 13 alphabeticians were suddenly out of work. One of them was Alf. So look, Alf got fired from his job. Within a week, cartons of the new soup went out to local supermarkets. No one will even notice the difference, thought Granny Flo. Bye-bye, B. Sayonara, S. Toodaloo, T. Adios, A. So she's firing all these people who make the letters, and she's taking out half the letters just so she can make more money. She thinks no one is going to notice, but I can think of someone who will notice if some letters are missing. Can you? Let's see. But several days later, after finishing her daily bowl of alphabet soup, Martha said, "Goo-boo." "What did you say?" asked Helen. I goo-boo." Helen giggled. How embarrassing, thought Martha. Must be a touch of laryngitis. But it wasn't laryngitis. Strange sounds continued to come from Martha's mouth all day. Woof. So it looks like Martha does have a problem. As you can see, Martha is having a hard time making sense. Do you think it's possible that maybe because the letters out of the soup are missing that she can't talk correctly anymore? I figured that Granny Flo taking those letters out of that soup would be a bad idea. The next day wasn't any better. Hugug! What did you call me? Iugug! Excuse me? Agugug! So I guess you don't want a burger? So look, that was Martha trying to communicate like she once did before, but now people don't understand her. She doesn't make sense. Martha ate bowl after bowl of alphabet soup, but it was no use. Nothing she said made any sense at all. I'm afraid Martha is losing her ability to speak, said Helen's mother. Oh, goo. Poor Martha. I really hope she finds a solution to her problem. I know she really enjoyed being able to talk. Oh no, thought Martha. She couldn't imagine not being able to talk. No more burger boy, no more telephone calls, just another dog scratching on the door to go out. Somebody let this dog out. Poor Martha. She keeps imagining what would happen if she lost her letters. And what would her family think if she lost her letters? It's your turn to walk the dog. What dog? Not me. I did it last week. Now she thinks that her family won't even care about her. I couldn't stand that, thought Martha, and she went outside. She walked down the street away from home, mumbling to herself. Wagagagong. Wagagago. Wagagoo. Martha had wondered for several hours when a familiar aroma reminded her that she had missed something important. Oop, oop. She followed her nose. I wonder what Martha smells. And her nose led her directly to Alf Abot's kitchen, where Alf was heating up a can of soup. Come in, said Alf, who missed his friend from the soup company. He poured Martha a big bowl of alphabet soup. Martha ate her soup happily, but without expectations, while Alf just gazed at the bowl in his lap. There it is, he said. A perfect A. And look at that L. Boy, Lou sure had a way with pasta. So it looks like Martha has made her way into Alf's kitchen. But wait a minute. He said a perfect A. Well, Alf was laid off of work, so if there's an A in that soup, it's possible that this is a regular bowl of alphabet soup with all of the letters. Let's see. Alf continued to admire each letter in his soup until Martha was almost asleep, lulled by the sweet sound of vowels and consonants. Then Alf said in the saddest voice, my last can of real alphabet soup. It's just not the same since Granny left out half the letters. What did you say? The words came out of Martha's mouth perfectly clearly. So it does look like it was a regular can of soup. Martha didn't know whether to laugh or growl. To Alf's absolute astonishment, she started to sing A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I have all 26. There are soup cans to be fixed. Then she said, where's Granny? So it looks like Martha is happy again, and she also looks pretty determined to find Granny. I wonder if she's found a solution to her problem. Martha found Granny Flo in her office. She got right to the point. You broke your promise. It looks like Martha's getting pretty sassy with Granny too, but I don't blame her. Granny Flo turned angrily in her chair, but all she could see was Granny Elsie looking right at her. Granny Flo was terrified. Did you speak? She asked the portrait in a small voice. So as you can see, Martha is the one who is speaking to Granny Flo, but Granny Flo can't see Martha, so she thinks it's Granny Elsie talking to her. Every letter in every can, said Martha from behind the desk. You promised. But it was good for business, said Granny Flo to the portrait. Good soup is your business, said Martha. Put all the letters back in the soup. Granny Flo made the first of 13 calls from beneath her desk. She began with A, of course. Hello, Alf? What would people do without dogs? So it looks like Martha did find a solution to her problem. She was able to confront Granny Flo to make her get all of those letters back into the alphabet soup. And she even got Alf's job back. Martha was feeling better in every way when suddenly she heard familiar voices calling her name. Then her whole family was hugging her and talking at the same time. They were saying wonderful things. Martha, our Martha, where were you? We've been looking for hours. When you missed dinner, we were so worried. You never miss a meal. Are you hungry? We'll fix you a burger at home. And all before Martha could even say a word. The end. So boys and girls, today we worked on problem and solution. In our story, Martha blah blah, the problem was that even though Martha was once able to speak correctly because she had alphabet soup, Granny Flo took away the letters, and so Martha was no longer able to communicate correctly. She didn't make sense anymore. But she ended up finding a solution by confronting Granny Flo and telling her that she better put all those letters back into the soup, even though we know that Granny Flo thought it was Granny Elsie who was talking to her. But either way, Martha's problem was solved. Now it's your turn. Grab a book and begin reading, searching for the problem and the solution in the story. If you're ready to find the problem and the solution, press the like button. Off you go. Talk to you later, rock stars.